class. I know it can be a little bit biased, but probably was one of the best classes we've seen. Gareth, it was amazing.
Certainly had the most exciting jump-off so far this week, but wait till we get to the end of this Grand Prix this evening.
Well ridden, Peter. Horse just backed off around the corner a little bit there. He's just trying to keep this horse thinking. Now Pete, sit up. Oh, oh, well done.
Well, that's popular with the home crowd here. Peter Charles goes clear. Stapleton missed safely through and into that second round of the Equestrian.com Grand Prix here this evening.
Yeah, and Pete, I've always wished about him up that top end at number 10.
7 clears already.
Wasn't sure where he's going.
Well, you'd have to say these horses are just jumping better and better. We said that yesterday. They're jumping better as the week goes on, but they really have.
Yeah, they've settled into the arena and they're just enjoying the environment. The floor is giving them brilliant spring. The horse is just in great form. Well, NICOLE PAVITT. NICOLE tonight in the Grand Prix then with the Old Lodger stud Hussar TM.
And this mare, DERMOTT Dissemblée mare, just moved up to this level. So NICOLE will just give her a little bit of room to jump round here. You can just see the mare showing a little bit of greenness there. NICOLE just giving her a pat round the end of that arena and saying, look, yeah, they're big, but it's okay, I'm still here with you. And jumped that line very well. Brilliant bit of riding from NICOLE, though. Down the line, had the couple down, and then just settled the mare. Gave her a pat at the end of the arena and said, it's all right, we can finish this. Ooh, NICOLE.
Oh.
And that was just real green inexperience. At that level, the horse jumped in very big over the oxer, left herself too much forward momentum to the middle bit, didn't have the strength, if you like, to pull herself back to jump that middle bit. Yeah, just a little bit slow behind there.
Well, bad luck to NICOLE, and of course just giving her horse a pat there, just reassuring the horse that everything's okay. A couple of fences down, but we'll see them on another day. Meanwhile, to Ireland again and to TREVOR Breen here in the Equestrian.com Grand Prix, of course, two-time winner now of the Equestrian.com Hickstead Derby, as he won it again for the second year in a row this summer. But he's not just about jumping derbies, of course. Exceptionally talented, based in fact down in Buckinghamshire now, has won some very big classes tonight with Martin and Pascal Coffey's Old Town KC. Irish sports horse by Cruising out of a Cloverfields mare. In fact, bred by the owner Martin Coffey as well.
Oh, that was a very late falling pole. Goodness knows what he hit that with. That's just unsettled him a little bit in the rhythm. That is where this course is very clever. I think if you have one down, you potentially could have two down very easily.
Well, that's gone as well.
It comes at you very quickly, though, and sometimes the score doesn't really reflect how the horse has jumped. Once you've had one down, the chances are if you're on a line like that, the bending line, you're probably going to have the next one down as well. And look at the way he jumped the combination, like the little star he is. He's a very smart little horse, and that score really doesn't reflect him at all. Certainly doesn't reflection. There's no reflection on TREVOR either.
That's without question. Not to be today for Trevor Breen. The green not going his way, certainly there with Old Town KC. Well, staying with Ireland as our next to go, the ride for Dermot Lennon. Of course, a former world champion, showing you just the quality that the Equestrian.com Liverpool International Horse Show has brought. But Dermot riding tonight with Judith Sussex, Lockview Lulu. No stranger to winning the big Grand Prix. He's won the title at Royal Windsor last year. He's a former winner of the Grand Prix at Olympia and so many other big competitions around the world.
And in fact, another Irish sport horse here. We've got Gareth.
Yep, this by Limerick, out of a Jack of Diamonds mare.
Dermot very clever there, just giving this mare a little bit more room on that bending line. Just by staying wide. She just gets a bit strong on the corners here with him. She jumped that line very well. She's a bit more settled in here tonight than she was last night. Yeah, Dermot's working hard out there, believe me. She's starting to now try and take control. Oh, and that's exactly what can happen. And that was a shame. That was a very good round, wasn't it?
It certainly was. I'm sure he's going to be really disappointed with that round in the end. Of course, just that one fence down. Dermot Lennon there and Lockview Lulu end up finishing on the 4.
She just did start to get strong with him round the corner, and she got to that fence and jumped a little bit forward at it. He was working really hard to keep her out and keep her calm, but it just didn't work.
Well, next in, the ride for Louise Saywell. Louise with us, and this Eleanor Matrakine's Patrol the 5th. Louise, rider that I know you know very well from all of her amazing performances in the young riders teams. She's been, of course, part of the Lottery Fund World Class Development Programme and really highly rated in such a prolific talent in those young rider and juniors.
Oh, Louise. She'd be the first to tell you she made a mistake there, but to me she looked a bit deep from where I was. She's a fabulous rider, though. Just working with the horse the whole way. Strong in her body, good in her position. The wonderful thing about Louise is you can't flap her. You cannot flap her. She's as cool as a cucumber. You get her into that Nations Cup type environment, that championship environment, she's worth her weight in gold. Not her night tonight, Gareth.
No. And like you say, when you have a problem at one part, then it can reflect all the way through, not necessarily in the score, because in the end it turns out to be a score of 24 there. Bad luck to Louise Saywell there with Patrol.
I think, to be fair, he probably could have tried a bit harder at the combination, but I think by the time she got to the combination, he was a bit rattled.
He'd had the problems and...
Yeah. You can just see there, he's just jumping forward, not sitting back and upwards.
Well, what a show it's been so far for this man, John Whitaker. Tonight, John joining us with the Team Harmonies Aurelia. Been a winner here at the Liverpool International Horse Show. He stood on the podium, 60 years young and in the form of his life. A phenomenal season last year, of course, the wonderful Argento who went so well in so many of the Global Champions Tours and the big Masters Tours out in LA.
If we sat here and talked about John's achievements,
we'd have a long night ahead of us.
I think we could be here a month. This is a horse that's just improving all the time, step by step, show by show. John's just producing her. She's got loads of jump, but just lacks a bit of experience. Like there, you can see she just didn't quite listen to John on the turn. Started to drift out, and then you need the master.
Well,
then you need a master.
That's where John does his thing.
Sit still, John, you've got time. Oh, a little rub at the last, but she's clear.
Brilliant.
Well done, John.
Well, the crowd enjoyed that. They've been supporting all of these riders, but of course, John, a firm favourite here in Liverpool as well. John Whittaker, clear, and another guaranteed a place in round 2 of the Equestrian.com Grand Prix here this evening. 5th quickest clear, and of course, now we're up to 8 clear rounds. So, if you want to get yourself into the jump off here this evening, whatever happens, you are going to have to jump a clear round.
Absolutely right. And quite right too, in my opinion.
Oh, without question, but this man has been jumping clear and winning classes here in Liverpool so far this week. It's PIERGIORGIO BUCCI then for Italy. And this is Stahl BUCCI and Vittorio Olandese Casalo Z. Well, this by Casal out of a Carthago Z mare.
This is my smiley horse, Gareth.
It is.
I've watched this horse all week. This horse comes into this arena, and whereas some horses have come in and gone, oh, what on earth is that? This horse comes in with a big smile on its face and goes, oh, look, everybody look at me. I'm very good.
Not only smiles, but goes on and proves just how good they are.
Well, it didn't till then, Gareth. It didn't jump that at all.
Speak too soon.
That'd be one of the few fences it's had down all week, though.
2 wins in 2 of the ranking classes here in Liverpool so far.
Yep, he says thank you very much.
I'll leave it at that.
What a fantastic competitor he's been here this week. Full of praise for the show. And a very, very nice horse to keep an eye on, that one.
Oh, without a question. Oh, great talent. Been wonderful to have PIERGIORGIO BUCCI with us here. As the next to go, Julie Andrews. Great Britain then with Jane Breen's JB's Hot Stuff. Now, this is a relatively new ride to Julie. She's had the ride now for around about a month. As a combination, they seem to be gelling quite well. They got themselves into the jump off here the other evening. But of course, stepping up now into this Grand Prix. Julie Andrews, JB's Hot Stuff.
She jumped a very good clear round on this horse in one of the rankings classes. Oh, Julie, sit up. That's what happened when you think you're going one way and the horse thinks you're going the other. That's better. Back on track.
Just the combination to go. They really are jelly.
She's very pleased with that.
Oh, is she
very
ever?
pleased with that.
Absolutely brilliant stuff. Well done, Julie Andrews. JB's hot stuff. As I say, they've been together as a partnership for around about a month, but that's 2 clears in 2 rankings classes in a couple of days. Working very well together.
Yeah, very, very well. Horse looks really relaxed with her. She's really gelled with the horse very, very quickly. And I think that's a real good future prospect for her.
Very much so. 4th quickest clear as well. So back to Ireland now. Shane Breen. Saw, of course, Trevor brother a little earlier. Now Shane's turn with his and the Breen Equestrian, along with Bina Ford's Acoustic Solo du Baloubet by Baloubet de Rouet. And it's bred by Shirley Brayshaw and Claire Pinfield.
That was a brilliant bit of body positioning from Shane there. Oh, you don't want them doing that off the corner. Well ridden, Shane. Coming off the turn, Shane's already seen that it's 4 strides down off the turn to that oxer, and then suddenly the horse bucks. It's not 4 strides anymore then. Right in the middle of his horse on that turn, Shane. Great body position. Horse had a little rub there. He needs to just keep this horse concentrating.
And he
done,
does.
Shane.
Well, brilliant there for Shane Breen as Ireland joined the jump off as well. It's their 2nd clear along with Billy Toomey. So good. Well done, Shane Breen. Acoustic Solo du Baloubet. Well, the clears at the moment. Peter Fredrickson, Billy Toomey, Shane Breen, Robert Whittaker, Julie Andrews, Robert Bevis, John Whittaker, Peter Charles, Robert Smith and Joe Clayton. What a jump-off we're going to have here tonight for the Equestrian.com Grand Prix. Remember, 61,800 euros worth of prize money, over 20,000 of that going to the winner here this evening. Well, William Whittaker is next to go. Uncle Michael's Baloubou is the ride. And guess what? It's by Baloubet de Rouet again.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to work out with its name, was it?
No. Combination have had a few sticky moments this week.
Not so much sticky as in... Oh. Oh, and now he's trying to kill a course builder en route. William, you're not supposed to run them over. They're quite important.
Certainly are.
I think what William was trying to do then was just get a good bit of pace and keep this horse quite free in front to let it just run and jump a little bit more. He's been struggling a little bit this week, this horse, getting the height of the fences. And that's what he's been doing. And he certainly started off better, that was for sure. But I think that lack of connection down the rein meant he just wandered a little bit off that Liverpool fence. And I would still say the horse is jumping much better tonight than it has been. That's for sure.
Well, with the stop, of course, he's gone into time as well. So in the end, it's a total of 12 there with the jumping of the time added together. Bad luck to William Whittaker. Certainly, as you say, jumping better tonight.
He did jump much better tonight, and just Williams shaking his head. I think he probably knows.
Well, Laura Renwick to join us next. Great Britain's leading lady rider with Colin Bates's Helibor Hybris. Been going very well, has just in fact returned from Meckland. Finished 5th in the World Cup there. Also had a very good win out in La Coruña Also some good placings in Madrid, just all towards the back end of last season.
And Laura's got this horse in a lovely rhythm. And unfortunately, that fence is gone. Great rider, Laura. Always in balance with her horses and a huge, huge competitor. She rode that combination very well, Gareth. The horse was drifting out a little bit on that turn. You just saw Laura there get her legs around the horse and say, we've got to keep going here.
Well, we know how quick she is against the clock, but unfortunately this evening not going to be part of the jump off for the Equestrian.com Grand Prix here this evening in Liverpool. All faults for Laura Renwick there, and hello Hybris. Well, Italy now, and Italy really have been flying here at the Liverpool International Horse Show, and Emanuele Guardiano back with us has won 2 of our Longines ranking classes here this week already, following up the World Cup win from the London International Horse Show at Olympia before Christmas. He is in the best of form. This then is Giovanni Guardiano's guess 6.
Well, he's had some 3 weeks of jumping, hasn't he? Goodness me. That fantastic World Cup win at Olympia. Then he's come here and won 2 rankings classes. You just probably wouldn't follow him to his next show, would you?
No. That fence has gone.
Well, he's not going to take the Grand Prix home from here.
Not going to be Italy tonight.
Wow. See the blue flapping thing coming out the back of the saddle.
Unfortunately, he does pick up the 4.
But the blue flapping thing coming out the back of the saddle is a non-slip pad. It's supposed to be there to stop things slipping, yes. And not him, by the way it jumped out of that double. So it'll stop the saddle and the number slipping back. However, when they fall out the back of the saddle like that, it sometimes means your girth isn't tight enough. So maybe somebody ought to have a word the next time. Have you done your girth up?
Well, Guy Williams now. Guy tonight with his and Charlotte Baines's Titus. He'll be looking to end his Liverpool International Horse Show on a high.
Well, he went quite high there, but he needs to go a bit more forward. He landed a bit steep then, did Titus. Guy decided to take the extra stride up there. Didn't want to get this horse too open too early in the course. Oh, it's just having a rub of that rail and it's fallen going into that double. And again, the Andrews Bowen plank.
Well, Guy, in fact, decides also with those fences down, he knows he can't go forward to the jump off. He's going to retire. Going to be disappointed on his trip back to his base in France. It's been going well over the last month or two in Saint-Lô and in Liège, but not to be here in Liverpool. Well, those sat in hospitality tonight are really enjoying the show, as is this packed house. The city of Liverpool have embraced this Equestrian.com Liverpool International Horse Show like no other. They've really all come out in their thousands to watch performances selling out day after day. Well, for Sweden now, it's Angelie von Essen. This is Katinka, owned by Martin Dawes. This by Contendro. And Angelie, member of the Swedish team at the Furcia final in Barcelona last year, also rode on the Swedish team on other occasions as well.
Oh, and Angelie's horse just jinked a little bit up that line there, going on that 4 stride. Left herself having that fence down. It's not up on the graphics yet, but it's definitely on the floor.
Oh, that's gone as well, that big Andrews Bowen upright. And there's the pole you were saying, Corinne.
Yeah, the Liverpool fence definitely fell down. And then through the combination, which the horse jumped very, very well. And Angelie giving the horse a pat anyway. She's so lovely with her horses and they're so lovely with her.
Well, Sweden, of course, in the jump-off with Peder Fredriksson, but not to be for Angelie von Essen. With the 2 down, it's 8 faults there with Katinka.
And we're back to Ireland again.
We are. 6 to go in the first round of the Equestrian.com Grand Prix, and this is Anthony Condon now. His and Cat Taylor's Balzac.
And Anthony and this Auckland gelding know each other very, very well. He's had this horse a long time. Produced it, watched it grow and grow in stature, will go up through the grades. And now he's here jumping the first ever Liverpool International Horse Show Grand Prix.
Not only have we seen, obviously, the city of Liverpool and people coming from all over the country, but we've seen a huge amount of people come from Ireland to support these Irish riders.
Yeah, we have. That Abbey Road fence has dropped, unfortunately. This horse is quite forward tonight at the fence. Anthony working hard in his body position and just trying to get this horse to really sit back and work.
Well, not to be tonight for Anthony Condon. 12 faults in the end with Balzac. Still, though, we've got those 10 clear rounds as it stands here in the Equestrian.com Grand Prix. 5 left to jump. We've got 2 for Belgium, 2 for Great Britain, and still another to come for Ireland as well. But it is Belgium now, and Constant van Paschen. Constant tonight is riding Carole van der Helm. Well, this young man ranked inside the top 50 in the world. Family with a rich equestrian history. Father Stanley competed at 3 Olympics, including winning bronze in the 76 Montreal Games. Mum Patrice, former European junior champion, bronze medalist.
And Dad's here. Dad has appeared. Arrived just before the Grand Prix to come and watch him jump. And that fence has fallen down an awful lot tonight, Gareth. I'd love to see the statistics of how many times that's been on the floor. It's a big oxer off the corner.
That water tray underneath it.
And the water tray underneath it. It's 1.60 metre wide, and they're really conscious of jumping the back bar of that oxer, but you've got to get the front bar jumped as well. And I think the horses are just coming off the turn a bit quick, looking into the water tray slightly.
And they're looking down that line as well, all the way down to that double at the other end.
But don't forget, they're also cantering down there towards the big screen as well. So there's quite a few contributing factors.
Well, it's 4 faults for Constant van Paschen there. Carole van der Helm finishing with that 1 fence down above the water tray. Not to be here this year in the Liverpool International Horse Show Equestrian.com Grand Prix. Well, 4 left, and Ireland's final competitor in the first round tonight is Paul Kennedy. Jane Kennedy's Cartown Danger Mouse. Paul, who finished 3rd in the Mill Street Grand Prix back in August. Also been going well out in Lierre and St. Lo.